Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Biology Hai Easy where learning is fun and myself Sanhita Sarkar. In our previous video, we discussed about the different parts of human digestive system. Haven't watched it yet? Click here. Today, we will discuss about the process of digestion of food in detail. Let's begin our discussion. Nutrition in animals involves 5 steps, right? And what are they? They are ingestion, digestion, absorption, assimilation and digestion. So, the first step is ingestion. It is the process of taking food inside the body. The food is taken with the help of hands. Then, the food is properly masticated by the teeth before swallowing. We already know that human digestive system comprises alimentary canal and associated digestive glands. Alimentary canal in human being is 9 meters long and begins with mouth or buccal cavity. You can see within mouth we have teeth in both the jaws and a muscular tongue. An adult have 32 teeth in total and the dental formula is 2123 by 2123 where 2 teeth are incisors, 1 is canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars. The function of teeth is chewing and mastication of food, which means large food particles are made finer with the help of teeth. Tongue is a muscular structure having taste buds. It is one of the sense organs that let us identify different tastes of food. And the function of tongue is in the mixing of food with saliva. Now, the process of digestion starts in the mouth cavity. In the mouth, food gets mixed up with saliva secreted by salivary glands. The salivary glands secrete the first of the digestive juices, the saliva, which is a watery fluid that moistens the food particles we eat and makes it easy to swallow. There are 3 pairs of salivary glands, namely the parotids that lies on the side of face, submaxillary that lies on the inner side of the lower jawbone and sublingual that lies below tongue. Second step of animal nutrition is digestion. Saliva contains an enzyme called salivary amylase which breaks polysaccharide starch into disaccharide maltose. Hence, it is said that partial digestion of carbohydrates occur in mouth. The food from the mouth cavity passes into the stomach through the esophagus. The passage of food through esophagus is very interesting. The walls of the food pipe have muscles which can contract and relax alternately. When the slightly digested food enters the food pipe, the walls of food pipe start contraction and expansion movement. The contraction and expansion movement of the food pipe is called peristaltic movement. This peristaltic movement of the food pipe pushes the slightly digested food into the stomach. This movement moves the food in all the digestive organs throughout the alimentary canal. In my previous video, we saw a region called pharynx, right? It has 2 parts, the nasopharynx and the oropharynx. Through nasopharynx, air passes and through oropharynx, the food passes. Now, you can see a flap-like structure called epiglottis. It prevents the entry of food into the nasopharynx area. Let's see what happens to the food after it reaches the stomach. The food is churned in the stomach for about 3 hours. During this time, the food breaks down into still smaller pieces and forms a semi-solid paste. The glands present in the walls of stomach secrete gastric juice. The gastric juice contains 3 substances: hydrochloric acid, pepsin, mucus. Due to the presence of hydrochloric acid, the gastric juice is acidic in nature. In the acidic medium, the enzyme pepsin begins the digestion of proteins into peptones. The protein digesting enzyme pepsin is active only in acidic medium. The function of HCl acid includes that it makes the medium of gastric juice acidic so that the enzyme pepsin can digest the proteins properly. It kills any bacteria which may enter the stomach with food. The function of mucus is to protect the wall of stomach from its own secretions of HCl acid. The partially digested food then goes from stomach into the small intestine. The exit of food from stomach is regulated by a sphincter muscle which releases it in small amounts into the small intestine. Let's talk about small intestine now. It is the largest part of the alimentary canal and measures about 6.5 meters long in an adult. Though it is very long, it is called small intestine because it is very narrow. It is arranged in the form of a coil in our belly. The small intestine in human beings is the site of complete digestion of food. The small intestine receives the secretions of two glands, liver and pancreas. Liver secretes bile. Bile is a greenish-yellow liquid made in the liver which is normally stored in the gallbladder. Bile is alkaline and contains salts which helps to emulsify or break the fats or lipids present in the food. Thus, bile performs two functions. It makes the acidic food coming from the stomach alkaline so that pancreatic enzymes can act on it. Bile salts break the fats present in the food into small globules, making it easy for the enzymes to digest them. Pancreas is a large gland which lies parallel to and behind the stomach. It secretes pancreatic juice which contains digestive enzymes like pancreatic amylase that acts on carbohydrates, trypsin that acts on proteins, and lipase that acts on lipids. The wall of small intestine contain glands which secrete intestinal juice. The intestinal juice contains a number of enzymes which complete the digestion of complex carbohydrates into glucose, proteins into amino acids, and fats into fatty acids and glycerol. Glucose, amino acids, fatty acids, and glycerol are smaller water-soluble molecules. In this way, the large, complex, and insoluble food particles are converted into smaller, simpler, and soluble forms by the action of various digestive enzymes, thus making it easy for the absorption of the nutrients from the food by the body. Now let's see how absorption of nutrients occur in our body. The small intestine is the site of absorption of digested food. The small intestine has millions of tiny finger-like projections called villi, which increases the surface area of small intestine and helps in absorption of food. The digested food, which is absorbed through the walls of the small intestine, goes into our blood. Now, the question that arises in my mind is that what happens to the absorbed food? As the blood carries digested and dissolved food to all parts of the body, it is assimilated as part of the cells. The assimilated food is used by the body cells for obtaining energy as well as for growth and repair of the body. And the last step in animal nutrition is digestion. The undigested food passes from the small intestine into a wider tube called large intestine. It is called large intestine because it is a quite wide tube. The walls of large intestine absorb most of the water from the undigested food. The last part of the large intestine called rectum stores this undigested food for some time and is passed out from our body through anus as feces when we feel the urge to do so. Digestion is the act of expelling the feces. The exit of feces is controlled by the anal sphincter. Let's do a quick revision. Let's see the course of food through the digestive tract. We take in food with the help of our hands. Within mouth, the food is masticated and mixed with saliva with the help of teeth and tongue respectively. Now this food is termed as bolus. The bolus is propelled forward through the food pipe, that is esophagus, into the stomach with the help of peristaltic movement. Now the food is churned in the stomach for 3 hours and gets mixed with gastric juice that contains pepsin, HCl and mucus. Pepsin helps in breakdown of protein into peptone. Hydrochloric acid provides acidic medium so that the enzyme pepsin can work properly, and mucus prevent the wall of stomach from the action of HCl acid. The partly digested food now moves to small intestine, where it gets mixed with secretions from pancreas, that is pancreatic amylase, pancreatic lipase and pancreatic trypsin, and liver that secretes bile juice which is alkaline in nature. Here, complete digestion of food occurs. That is, proteins are converted into amino acids, fats are converted into fatty acids and glycerol, and carbohydrates are converted into glucose. Absorption of digested food occurs in ileum region of small intestine, where finger-like projections called villi are present that maximizes the absorption of food in small intestine. Absorbed food is used for the synthesis of energy, growth and repair of the body. Undigested food then reaches large intestine, where it remains in a region called rectum. The undigested food is expelled through anus when we feel the urge to do so. I hope you enjoyed this session. If you like this video, then please hit the like button. If you are new to my channel, then do subscribe to my channel and do not forget to press the bell icon. Share this video among your friends. Till then, take care and keep learning in a fun and easy way with Biology Hai Easy.